Well, it happened again. Son of a bitch! Well, guys, thanks for joining me for another I Think I Lost My Marbles episode. I don't know what's going on with me lately, but I should not be doing stuff like this, but I'm doing it anyways because I get bit by the bug. You guys know what I'm talking about. I mean, you play through something and then you walk away from it and it just haunts your dreams. It's like freaking ridiculous. And this thing's been slipping in my DMs for about a week now, and I don't know, man. I just had to get it because I think it's amazing, and I think it deserves to be, demoed on the show, shot out with other stuff. I got places on my shelf for other, amps, and this one deserves to be there, in my opinion. And I've had a lot of good comments on this particular amplifier as well. When I demoed it and did some shootouts with it, and I was like, you know what? I have to agree. This thing really blew me away. And the thing is it's unique enough to where if I add it to my collection, it has a lot of distinct qualities about it where when I play through it, I don't feel like I'm playing through just another one of my other high gain amplifiers. I'm playing through something that's very unique and has its own thing going on. And I really enjoyed playing through it the last time that I had it on the show. So some of you probably already know what this is going to be. Some of you think you know, and you're wrong. But anyways, let me just get down to it. I'll start unboxing it now. I want to thank Marty at Motor City Guitar for, helping me out getting this thing. I did buy it, but I just wanted to say thank you to Marty and Motor City Guitar. I love that store. I love going there. They're an amazing store. They got a huge selection. And I'm just grateful to have a local store that I can go to and get the things that I want. And typically they have it in stock. So anyways, all right, shut up. I'm going to go ahead and start unboxing this puppy now. And I got it blacked out here so you can't see the name. I did that in the editing. But I can see the name now because I haven't blacked it out yet, so I know what it is by reading the name. Oh my God, I'm an idiot. All right. Ready for the big reveal. Well, let's unpack some things first. You got a foot switch and a cable. Put those over there. We have packing. These are packed rather well. I like the how tight they're packed. Make sure I got the front. Yeah. Oh, wow, I actually did it right. Okay, so here's the big reveal. As soon as you guys see this thing, you're going to know. That's a stupid comment. Of course you're going to know because you saw it, but I don't know. Whatever. There you go. It's the Friedman JEL20. What I wanted to say was when you see the color, you'll know, but then I would give it away by saying that. So, but yeah, I absolutely loved this amplifier. A local friend of mine, Steve, let me play one on the show, I don't know, 4 or 5 months ago. And I liked it then. But then the last time I had this thing on, I was like, oh my God, this thing's insane. And I loved the clarity and the percussive attack this thing had, and how rewarding it was to play things right on this amplifier, and how just the clarity was just insane, but still had a lot of gain and aggression. So hey, nothing wrong with that. So let me pull it out of the old bag here. It's been suffocating in there for God knows how long. By the way, Motor City does have a bunch of these in stock right now if you're looking for one. I know they're kind of hard to find in some stores, but they do have these. And lucky for me, and lucky for possibly you guys too, you can get one. And this is my first Friedman amp. I've never bought a Friedman amplifier before. I've tried a bunch of them. I tried the BE, the HBE. I've tried the JJ. I had the Friedman Naked on. That one actually was really good, but he's not making those anymore. There's rumors that he might make them again, but we'll see. Yeah, I've had a bunch of them on, and I think I had the Dirty Shirley and the small box, I think, or something like that. So I've had a bunch of them on, and they're all good, you know, but there was always something missing with those amplifiers. And I'm not saying they're not good. It's just I look for a specific kind of thing, and with me, a lot of it's gain structure. I like a lot of gain, and I also like a lot of attack and aggression, and I like some clarity too. You know, believe it or not, I like some clarity, and this one was like the perfect balance of all of those things. So if I'm looking for that, this would definitely be something I would want to play through. But anyways, let's go ahead and hook this up to my switcher and my pedal board and everything. And I'm going to do a dial in, and I'm going to pick my favorite overdrive with this pedal and play some riffs, give you my candid thoughts, and we're just going to kind of go through this whole like new amp day experience together. I thought this would be fun, and I say this humbly. Maybe there's some stuff that some people can learn by watching me do this on this video, you know, and because it's a different experience when I'm demoing an amplifier for the channel or I'm just doing it for myself. So I'm going to be super selfish with this segment here, but I'm also sharing the experience with you guys. So all right, I'm going to shut my freaking mouth, and I'm going to hook all this up, and we'll be right back in a second. Okay, so I got it all hooked up to my switcher and my pedal board and everything, and let's go ahead and fire it up and take it on its maiden voyage. I'm going to start with a clean channel. Just going to do a quick dial in on that, add some effects to it, and then move on to the high gain stuff. And I'm going to start off by using my Mesa 212 cab. Don't worry, I'll be switching some cabs and stuff as we go. Well, it's not hard to get a good tone out of the clean channel right away. I mean, you don't even really have to do much. Now, there's a presence knob on the back that's, you know, top dead center. I mean, it sounds good. I mean, I can just use the bright switch accordingly to, you know, just switch things around if I want more top end and not have to monkey around with the presence or the treble knob, which is kind of nice. I always do coil tap when I do cleans because I like that stratty clean sound. So I think it sounds good. So let's go ahead and turn on some effects. I'm going to use my Julia chorus and my Flashback 2 delay. Yeah, that sounds killer. I'm perfectly happy with that. It's warm, chimey, full, lots of good low end in it as well. I don't like the real, you know, the bright kind of ice picky clean channels. Yeah, it sounds great. So I ended up taking the bright switch over to the left, which is like the first stage of brightness. I figured over to the right would be too much, and If I was using my neck pickup, you know, like full-on whole humbucker neck pickup, I think that would be pretty cool. But like I said, I always do coil tap, and these guitars have that, so that suits my taste. So I'm going to go ahead and turn Master 2 up. I think I'm probably going to need some extra volume there to keep up with the good volume level on the video. So let's go ahead and switch over now. I don't have an overdrive pedal on, double checking. No, nothing on yet. So I'm going to go ahead and just dial in the channel real quick and then kick in a boost and see what we have. Yeah, very tight and percussive. That's a great classic rock, like AC/DC kind of vibe there. So, you know, I'm a metal guy, so let's really push this thing and see what we can get out of it. Oh, my phone's going nuts. Oh well, let's switch back over to the amp and start really dialing this thing in to get it to sound nasty. Let's go ahead and start with the Mud Killer and see what that sounds like. And, you know, I want to also note that this is a pull-out gain, and if it wasn't for that, I would not buy this amplifier. Not because it doesn't sound good, it just doesn't have enough gain for me. But as soon as I pull that switch out, I have plenty of gain now, and I'll click on the boost and show you. So let's go ahead and turn on the Mud Killer. Let's see what it has with the Mud Killer, and then I'll mess around with the gain knob. Actually, it sounds pretty good with the gain knob in once it's boosted, but let's hit the sat switch now and see what that's like. Okay, as soon as I turn the sat switch off, obviously the volume jumps up a little bit. I guess I'd prefer it on. I had it backwards earlier. Whatever, I'm human, I make mistakes. Yeah, so when it's on, it bumps the volume down a little bit, adds a little more saturation and compression to the amplifier. So yeah, I like it on, I guess. So let me mess with the presence knob on the back too. Here I am. I said I was going to do just my own way of dialing it in, and I'm actually doing a demo. But let's switch gears and go to demo, or me mode. Let's go to that mode here, and I'm going to pretend I'm not doing a demo right now. Sorry, I went into demo mode there. Yeah, man, that sounds freaking good. I got the volume up pretty high too. You know, right here. I got to keep it up high in this room because of my backing tracks. I just need it to be up to a certain level so when I do my backing tracks, which are dialed in for, you know, at every amp in this room, it's got to keep up with it. So let me do a quick mix with this and just see how loud I need to make this thing for this room here. So I can, let me just do something simple right now. So here we go. Yeah, that sounds freaking good. Really good. Yeah, it's cranked, but it's still holding together. You know, I think it sounds awesome. So, so that's the Mud Killer. Let's go ahead and mess with a couple of overdrives, and then we'll move on to cabs or speakers. I mean, I got different speakers in my cabs, so either way, different speakers, different cabs, and see which one suits it. And since I have the KHE switcher, I can actually blend my cabs and see what kind of blends sound good with this too. So let's switch from the Mud Killer to the Odd Box and see what we have. Sounds good with both. The Oddbox is a little fuller. The Mud Killer is a little more aggressive. Let's try the Grid Slammer. So I'm back on the Mud Killer now. Let's switch to the Mud Killer or the Grid Slammer now. Not a bad option. Let me switch to the Verizon. Let me switch to Verizon. The Horizon Precision Drive. That one's not bad. I'm kind of thinking the Mud Killer might be the best one for this. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with the Mud Killer with this amp so far. And now that we got it dialed in, let's see how it sounds with some leads. Sounds freaking awesome. So now let's switch around the room to the different cabs. So on the, I think it's this part of the screen right here, you'll see which cab I'm playing through. So let's give that a try. All right, some pretty good options there, but I'm kind of favoring the Mesa cab. That's just kind of how I am. I always go back to that one. So for this amp, I'm favoring that, but now let's combine the cabs and or speakers and see how they differ. So the speaker that's mic'd in my Zilla cab right now is the Eminence DV77. And that's mic'd with a SM57. And then I have the G12 K100s in the diesel cab. So let's do, and of course vintage 30s in the Mesa. So let's do a quick pairing of these different cabs and speakers and see how that sounds in comparison to just the cabs by themselves. Yeah, I think all those combinations sound really good. So yeah, I mean, I think combining speakers is really the best way to go because you get the best of both worlds. You know, you get stuff that you that you find missing out of one speaker, and the other speaker kind of brings those frequencies in, and it just fills everything up. So yeah, I think combining speakers is definitely a good way to go. I mean, the DB77 by itself is kind of dark, but it just adds some grit and thickness when you blend it with the the Vintage 30. It just adds something special there. So I think that's a good pairing, and the G12K100s are also really nice to pair with something. So yeah, so I just wanted to give you some some idea of what this amp sounds like with different cabs and different speaker combinations as well. Well, anyways, there it is. And there's the settings that I'm starting with. I'm going to watch one of my videos back where I dialed this in the other day, and try to capture those settings again, because whatever I did the other day was freaking money. This just sounded incredible. So I'll be messing with it some more. I think I got the presence at, yeah, just past noon. I'm going to put it back to noon, and I'm going to mess around with it some more and do some further dialing in and fine-tuning of the amplifier. But so far, I'm really happy I got this. I'm glad that I'm adding this to my collection, and doing some more shootouts with it and stuff. I just think this is a good amp to compare other amps to, especially in the 20 watt range, or the smaller range anyways. And I just think this is a good benchmark to compare things to. And it's fun to play, and I'll be playing this live on Sunday nights here and there, and doing some profiles and whatever, for the different digital platforms. I already do have profiles out of this on Quad Cortex and on ToneX, but I got to do it for Kemper yet. So anyways, well, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me while I did this dial-in, and I hope you enjoyed it. And what do you think? Do you think I made the right choice? I know a lot of you guys liked this amplifier when I played it the other day, and I was agreeing with you. I'm like, this thing sounds incredible. So I'm going to do some more stuff with it really soon. And so stay tuned to the channel for that. And again, thanks Motor City for working with me on this amplifier. I'm glad that I got this. And to all my subscribers and Patreon supporters, thank you so much. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe and click the bell so that you can be notified every time I either go live or come out with another episode. I got a lot more stuff coming up for you guys, and I will see you on the next one.